So next part of my teaching is your of the circulatory system is your effect of exercise on circulatory system. What are the different effects? By doing physical activities, whether it is affecting towards the activity or not, the circulation towards the activities, vigorous activities, normal activities, and untrained person, those who are normal working and living in the society, what are the effective, whether it is affecting or not, the circulation is by doing physical activities, circulation is affecting or not, at different points I am going to discuss with you. First one is size of the heart increases. First point is size of the heart increases. Second one, strength of the heart. Strength of the heart increases. Next is your heart rate. Heart rate. Stroke volume. Stroke volume, the cardiac output. And your blood flow. Last one is blood pressure. So these are the 7 important points which affect after doing physical activities. First one is the size of the heart increases. So normally if you are doing physical activities, your external body part, mainly muscle is developing. Regularly you are moving to the gymnasium hall, regularly doing physical activity and culture your body, accordingly your muscle group is developing. Like that muscles, you know, cardiac muscles are pericardium, endocardium, myocardium. Though if that muscle is regularly working when you are doing physical activities, that is vigorous physical activities, it is not that the endurance activities like or aerobic exercise. If your aim is to participate in international level competition, that you have to do more and more hard exercise time to time. Then you can success. So in that case, your size of the heart will increase. Example I am giving you, Pavon army of Russia and an Olympian player who have won 9 times gold in long distance run. That size of the heart measured after death of that person is 3 times more than a normal individual. So this is the example of, so if you will do regular physical exercise, vigorous exercise, the heart size will develop. And second point is your strength of the heart increases. So strength, what is the strength? The capacity, that capacity will increase. The normal person capacity what the amount of blood propelling. And after doing physical activities, this increase that will increase the strength of the power of your heart is increased. Then next is heart rate. Heart rate will decrease. Heart rate will decrease. The normal person's heart rate is 80 times per minute. 80 beats per minute. That person will work normal exercise will do, then it will come to 7 beats per minute. And a regular person who is doing physical activities, trained athlete, that will come down to 40 beats. Per minute. And some cases it is seen also that if you do more exercise like aerobic exercises and your long distance run, marathon race, continuous practice, then endurance activities that is coming under. So this in that case it may be 30 beats per minute. So if beat will less, then cardiorespiratory system will develop, and that person do more activities, never feel tired quickly. So next is this is all about heart rate. And next is that is heart rate will decrease. Next is your stroke volume. The stroke volume, so volume in 1 beat, the propel of blood, pumped out of blood, what is stroke volume? Pumped out of blood from left and right ventricle. Pumped out of blood from left and right ventricle for 1 beat is your stroke volume. So this stroke volume is, in case of normal person, that is say 55 to 75 normal individual, untrained individual. In case of untrained individual, it is 55 to 75 ml per stroke. Per stroke or per beat. And that is, you know, the heartbeat is 80, normal person say heartbeat 80 beats per minute. So per beat that is 55 to 75 ml. In case of untrained individual. In case of trained individual, trained case, that is your 80 to 90 ml per stroke or per beat. In case of highly trained athlete, those are practicing your endurance activities and aerobic activities. In that case, it may be, it will increase 100 to 120 ml per stroke. So this is the effect of physical activity in case of stroke volume. Next is your cardiac output. So cardiac output, what is cardiac output? So pumped out of blood, what is cardiac output? Pumping of blood from right and left ventricle per minute. That is cardiac output. Cardiac output, can be measured. The stroke volume, it can be find out by an equation, following the equation. Solve an equation, that is stroke volume into heartbeat. Cardiac heartbeat. Heartbeat per minute. So this is the cardiac output of an individual. So in that case, if a untrained person, in case of untrained person, that is 40 to 20 liters per minute. And trained athlete, in case of trained athlete, it is your 25 to 35 liter per minute. Highly trained, vigorous activities. In case of endurance activities and aerobic activities, a trained highly trained athlete, in that case it is 40 liters per minute approximately. So gradually the cardiac output will increase if the individual will work hard, do exercise hard. Next is your blood flow. So what is blood flow? So blood flow increases. In case of comparison to a normal person with a trained one, that blood flow will continue and increase time to time to different muscles of the body. If blood will move to the muscles, then you will get more energy, oxygen, RBC, and will get more power to do work. This is all about the blood flow. Next, blood pressure. So what is pressure? Pressure exerts in artery. So this pressure can be measured by systolic, that is systolic pressure and diastolic pressure. Systolic pressure of blood pressure is your high and diastolic is low pressure. In case of contraction, when heart contracts, this contraction and relaxation takes place due to the presence of your cardiac muscle. So when contracts, blood will flow through the artery that pressure is systolic pressure, and when we relax, that pressure is diastolic pressure. So systolic pressure is high and diastolic pressure is your low. As you know, blood pressure can measure at 120 by 80. This is normal person. If it is high, it is mmHg. It can be measured by the sphygmomanometer. So this instrument, by the help of this instrument, BP, blood pressure of an individual, can measure. If it is 120 by 80 mmHg, so then it is a normal person. Those person having no high BP, hypertension, no hypertension. So this is normal BP of an individual. If a high BP, hypertension is more in case of an individual, that is 160 by 100. That is a high BP. And if it is low, comparison to this pressure, if it is 90 by 60, it is low BP. Low BP. So, if in case of a high BP person, if he do heavy exercises, high maximal exercises, regular practice, if the BP person regular practice, hard exercise will do, then the BP will reduce gradually. Meaning maximum exercise if he will do, or he or she will do, that will reduce that exercise helps to reduce the high BP or blood pressure. So this is all about the different effects in presence of circulatory system, circulation of the blood. And the next point of discussion is important question. Next points of discussion is your important question taking to this topic. As per your examination point of view, I am giving to you different questions, short notes and long questions. First questions. Important questions. Write down structure and function of heart with neat labeled diagram. Second question, the composition of blood and discuss the composition of blood and blood group. Third one is your describe circulation inside heart and throughout the body with figure. Fourth is short notes. Constituents of blood, blood clotting of blood, cardiac cycle, cardiac output, effect of exercise, on muscular system, circulatory system. So this is the different questions as per examination point of view, and this blood circulatory system is over. I think you will learn something somehow, and hope you will like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.